So welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Choua, and in this video I am going to be doing my Project 10 Uses update. This is the third update and I feel really good about this. This is one of the most relaxed project pans that I have going on this year, and it honestly is probably one of my favorites. Like, I like all the other ones too, but this one is just very, not fast paced, but lenient, flexible, and I don't get fatigued with this project. So yeah, let's jump right into the products. I'm gonna talk about my first two products that are kind of rolled in together first, and it is my Losha False Lashes pair number 2 and my Kiss Lash Glue. This is a black lash glue, and I used it only one time since the last update, so I only got 4 uses out of this so far, and that one use is what I have going on today with the false lashes and everything. So it really did kind of dramatify my look, but I don't hate it. I think it actually is really good, and honestly, without jewelry or anything on, I feel okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of accessorized the look a little bit. But anyways, 6 more uses on these two products, and then I'll be able to roll it out. Honestly, it's probably gonna take a really long time for me to hit 10 uses. I'm hoping that I will be able to reach 10 uses before the fall season rolls around. I know that's like a long ways to go, but I mentioned it in previous videos, but I am about to move, so I don't know if I'm going to keep this in my little makeup bag that I'm going to be kind of pulling things out of, or if I just want to store this away until I move into my new place and then bring it back out and use it. So I'm not too sure, but I hope that I will be able to get at least 1 use before I actually move. That would be really good to just get half the uses done and then focus on it at my new place. Next is a lip liner, and this is by About Face. This is the red lip liner in Forever Flame, and I have used this 10 times now. I really do enjoy this lip liner quite a lot. It is really creamy, so it is really nice to put on the lips. I have sometimes just really draw it on the middle, like in the middle of the lips, and then kind of blending it out with a lip gloss, and it has been really nice for that as well, to kind of have like a red gradient look going on. And so I'm just glad to be able to hit 10 uses on this and roll it out. Next is a eyeliner, and this is by YC Collection in the shade La Perla, and I have used this 2 times since the last update, meaning I got 9 uses out of it total, and one of the uses I used up is for today. And so I have 1 more use out of this. This is kind of like how it looks like. Hopefully the camera can catch it. It's a dual-chrome iridescent kind of eyeliner. I have 1 more use. So what I'm gonna actually do with this one is keep it in to use up 1 more time, but I'm gonna roll something in to replace this product once I have reached 10 uses. That's kind of the theme for this entire year, is if I only have a couple more uses before the next update, I will roll something in to replace it, because I don't want a spot in any of my project pans to just be vacant. So this is going to be rolled out for sure by next update, but as of right now, it's staying in so that I could get the 1 last use needed for it to hit 10 uses. Next is a lip product, and this is my ColourPop Lippy Sticks in I Heart This. I used it 3 more times since the last update to reach 10 uses, and this is a really nice pink. This is so gorgeous. In my deck of panning, I have all my lippy sticks rolled in for a prompt, and I'm also going to include this in that prompt as well. So I'm going to get an additional use out of this in a different project. This one is rolling out of this project though, and I'm really glad to be able to just use it up a little bit. I did use this in combination with this lip liner to kind of really make it a little bit more pink than vibrant red, and it worked really well. So I'm really happy that this one is rolling out, and to just finally be able to see that is this a pink that will look really good on me or not, and it is. So really like it. The next product is also a lip product, and this is my AOA lipstick in Lover. This is a really creamy lipstick, and I wasn't too sure if it was going to be too orangey, corally, but it actually works really well as a lipstick for this time of year. So as you can tell, it's like giving me peachier, corally pink versus I Heart This. So it has been very refreshing to wear this with more of a browner lip liner, and I really enjoyed this quite a lot. So I used this 3 more times to reach 10 uses, and so this lipstick is also going to be rolling out. I'm just so happy that I'm kind of on a roll with my lip products because I have so many, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this because of the smell. Like, it's scented. It smells like candy, so it doesn't bother me too much. But again, like, I'm an Invisalign wearer, so if it gets stuck to my teeth or my Invisalign, I can taste it, and I hate that. But this, I just use a little bit of it because it's just so creamy and slippery that it adds color without having to apply too much on, which I love. So glad to get 10 uses out of this and have it rolled out. The remaining 4 products I'm going to talk about are products that were newly rolled in last time. And the first one I'm going to talk about is my is my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ritz. I have used this 4 times, meaning I have 6 more uses to go before I can roll it out. And look, y'all, I have a hit pan on this one, which is super surprising to me because I didn't know I was really like going in and using it. I just usually use it as like a shadow topper to really sparkle it up a little bit more, not really like an all over the lid sort of shade really. So I was really surprised to hit pan on this, but you know what, the more pans I hit in my collection, like, the better I feel. So I'm really glad to finally be able to hit pan in another Super Shock shadow, and so this is staying in for 6 more uses. And I'm just really glad to just be able to, you know, expand the pan a little bit more in this project. Next is my Galactic Luminous Tint. I used this 3 times since it's been rolled in, and I have 7 more uses to go, and I think it's going to be okay. I think I'm going to be okay with it because I've been trying really hard to focus on my Maybelline foundation and my project pan, that I reach for this on days that I'm like breaking out. Like, I have a pimple here that is recovering. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but on days that I want lighter coverage, I would go in with this. However, this shade is a little yellow on me, so I do have to go in with different concealers and powders to really tone down the yellowness of this luminous tint. But I think it might look a little bit better in the summertime when I'm a little bit more tan and leaning a little bit more warm. I feel like with my skin, I am neutral to warm. Really depends on like the foundation shades and the brands, but according to the internet, I am neutral to warm. And so this one is just a little too yellow, so a little bit too warm. But this is F3 neutral. This is supposed to be neutral, but I don't think so. I disagree. But anyways, that is going to be staying in for the next round, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 10 uses out of it, but I'm really hoping that I can get 10 uses out of it so that way I can pack it away with all the rest of my makeup during the move and not have to worry about carrying more products in my makeup bag. The next product is a blush, and this is by Ofra. This is a part of the Charm Your Cheeks blush palette, and this is in Fire Orange. I've only used this 2 times so far, but you know, it's okay because lately I've been really reaching for my blush that is in my Pan That Face palette, and I've been really okay with that. So this one is more orangey and corally, and I think this is going to be really nice on warmer days. Of course, it's getting really warm these days now. I think I might be able to use this up a little bit more when I'm wearing more corally, warm tones on the eyes or even just on the cheeks. So 8 more uses. out of this blush. I think it will be really nice for the next coming month or so. It is in this magnetic palette where I have the rest of my Panda Face palette products. So I can probably carry this around and use it as a blush and also as like a orangey coral shadow if I really want to, especially on days that I don't have a lot of my makeup with me and I only have my little makeup bag with my necessities, I would say, and my essentials. And last but not least is a lip liner. This is by ColourPop and this is in the shade Me Again. And I have used this well more than 10 times. I've actually used it 12 times. And I really, really like this lip liner. Like, do you see the wine mauve kind of tone? It is so gorgeous to have this as a lip liner. Also sort of like a contoury shade. It's kind of what I'm wearing today. But anyways, really nice as a lip liner. And then going in with my contacts, lipstick, and my project pan. Love that lip combo. So I might pull this out every now and again to pair it with my lipsticks again, even though this one is rolling out of this project. That is what I have going on right now. I have 4 products officially rolling out and then 1 product to replace the YC eyeliner in La Perla. So let's talk about the roll-ins. So the first roll-in I'm going to talk about is my Juvia's Place Liquid Blush in Perky Poppy Glow. This is like a blush lighter, so it's a dewy highlighty blush. I was going to say brush. But yeah, it's a really nice blush and I think this is going to be very complimentary to the blush that I have rolled in already. So this is how it looks like. It's orangey, very this is like a lot of blush. Like, just let me tell you, it's like a lot of blush. Like, this is so pigmented, you have no idea. So this is very orangey, so maybe I can use this in combination of Fire Orange as like a corally sort of look. I think it's going to be really pretty, and so 10 uses out of this, hopefully I can do it. Next is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I have been trying my best to use this project as a way to rotate my Super Shock shadows, and I am going to be rolling in I Heart This. This one has been randomized by my little spin wheel app that I have on my phone. So this one is going to be a really nice shadow to really put on the eyes. Okay, next is a lip liner. I've been trying to also get through my lip liners in this project, and I am rolling in my Basic Beauty lip liner in Cacao or Cocoa. This is a part of my plan to pan list in 2026, so the 26 items I plan to use up this year. This is the dark brown one, and I've been really missing a dark brown. So I'm really glad to roll this in and have sort of like a short-term goal for this one before I roll it into a long-term goal, because I'm still working on other stuff in my project pan right now, and there's really no room for another lip liner, because if I roll this into that project, then I'm not going to focus on the other lip liner that I have rolled into that project. So this one's going to be rolling in to this project right now, and I'm going to use it 10 times and see how I feel and see if I can really get a head start on this one before rolling it in to a long-term project. Next is a highlighter, and I am rolling in my Toy Factory Dream Set Highlighter and Metaverse. This is a mini. This one is a very sort of bright highlighter, and it's a little bit glittery and a little chunkier than some of the other highlighters that I have going on or in my, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Let me just swatch it again, I should say. This is how it looks like. Very silvery and white. This is going to be really nice to just put right on the top of the cheekbones and inner corner, I really like highlights like this to just use as a multi-purpose shade for the eyes, for the cheeks, and even for the lips, you know. It's really, really nice. 10 uses out of that highlight, I don't think it's going to be too hard because I rolled in my Farrah highlighter into a project before and I used the crap out of that one. And lastly is a mascara. This is my Half Magic mascara in Teal With It. This is a new mascara that I just rolled into my collection earlier last week, I believe. I was wearing a blue eye look and I thought it would be the perfect moment to just roll in a new mascara and a adventurous one. So I pulled this teal mascara out of my unopened stash, and y'all, like, this is a very vibrant teal. So pretty. And I used it once already and it's actually really, really beautiful. So I am excited to use this on the eyes 10 more times. I have some blues rolled in to my No Pan Left Behind project, so I'm probably gonna use this with those shadows. I'm really excited about these roll-ins. I'm glad I was just able to have a lot of progress and roll things out. Let me know what you think about this project and how you are doing with yours if you are doing a project like this. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below on what you would like to see next, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.